In today's episode of the F1 Manager 2025 DLC Career Mode, we see Yuki Tsunoda making his debut at Red Bull at the Japanese Grand Prix. And can we build on the incredible first race we had at Atlassian Williams Racing? After scoring a podium, which was one of our season objectives, I mean, sky's the limit. I think in today's episode, it's a 4-race episode where we're going to be simulating through the Chinese Grand Prix, managing the Japanese GP, and managing the Bahrain Grand Prix before ending off with a simulation at Saudi Arabia. I think a good objective for us to aim for as a player is to achieve a double points finish for both the races that we manage, Suzuka and Sakir, because of course in the simulations, it's a little bit of jeopardy. You know, it's up to the racing gods up in the heavens. That's why I think always simulating a couple of races works really well for this series. You know, just keeps us on our toes, let's say. This is the R&D shot right now, though, off the back of the first episode. You can see everyone made very equal gains, really, apart from Ferrari, who really closed up on McLaren. So unlike in real life, Ferrari right there with the papaya outfit. For us, we've got 4 days till the Chinese Grand Prix, so we probably can't make much of a difference into Shanghai. But remember, we have those upgrades on the way. We have an underfloor, front wing, and suspension all in the pipeline. So I'm hoping maybe in time for Shanghai, for Suzuka, definitely in time for Sakir at the Bahrain Grand Prix, we'll have a decent uptick in performance. And it definitely was needed, because without the craziness that happened in Australia, we would have had a very disappointing and big reality check of a race. And we're still going to have one, I guess, in this episode. Again, it's down to us to try and make some interesting calls to maybe jump ourselves up the order. But first and foremost, let's see how the simulation goes around Shanghai. And by the way, can I say, just as we go into, oh my lord, the Chinese Grand Prix with maybe a big reality check, 12th place is the target for Albon. Are you kidding? I'm going to go for 14th. I just really honestly think the simulation is about to do us so incredibly dirty. So let's go for 14th. I'm going to just be hopeful and say 10th for Sainz, but we'll see. But can I just say, thank you guys so much for the response on the first episode. It blew me away. It was more than I ever expected. Seeing as this game is now going into its 2nd year, obviously I know the 2025 mod is a fantastic mod. It honestly feels like to me, and I hope it feels like to you guys watching, a whole new game that we're playing basically, but it still blew me away. So thank you guys so much. And so much so apparently the first episode was such a bang that literally the next evening I fell quite ill. So if I sound a bit croaky later on as I continue to commentate, apologies for that. But so we're soldiering on, because there's no way I am not playing this game immediately the following day. I also want to point out Albon has the biggest windows I've ever seen for these setups. This is crazy. This guy's a madman. Essentially, he's just there like, I can drive absolutely any rate. I mean, this may as well be the entire whole thing. Oh, that's it, lads. That's all you're going to get. That is all you're going to get. It was 25% low driver confidence. Let's hope this setup absolutely slaps out the garage. 77 and 62. It's okay. It's going to have to do. XQ1 went pretty damn well. But they qualified 10th and 12th. Clearly, Albon taking a lot of solace from his podium. You know, Sainz was really the main man for us in the first race up until the very end, and, you know, the craziness that happened. So I'm hoping that gives Albon a good boost. Just as obviously in real life, Albon's right now hitting the ground running a lot more than Sainz, you know, already being established with the team, whereas Sainz getting used to the car still. But here in the game, because of his pedigree, because of his stats, he's going to perform well. But good to see Albon up there delivering as well. I mean, this will just be, I mean, for a team like us, to be fair, this sprint's quite important to pick up a couple of points. So please, lads, go out there, just drive your hearts out. Okay, no, thank God. For a second, I thought I saw no Williams in the standings at all. Sainz P9 just missed out on a point, actually. That's frustrating. Albon lost 2 places. Carlos gained 3. And I just realized, actually, how mad is that? Hang on a minute. Lando Norris won the Australian Grand Prix in the first episode, and here in episode 2, just as he did in real life, Lewis Hamilton wins the sprint. How freaky is that? That's incredibly, wow, okay. That's a bit spooky. Are we about to predict the Japanese Grand Prix coming up? Stay tuned. We just lost out on a point, though, but if that was the full Grand Prix, P9 would have been 2 points, so that's somewhat promising. We can maybe just squeeze into the top 10 here with the simulation. How did they do in full quali? 10th and 9th. Again, really solid qualifying. Give us the good stuff.
There's Alex Albon,
that seems like a pretty happy... They wouldn't be clapping if it wasn't a good result, huh? Sainz and Albon 10th and 11th. That's not bad. We got 1 point on the board. Albon just missed out. It could be worse. Verstappen won this Chinese Grand Prix. That's come out of nowhere, actually. If you look at the R&D chart, you know, at the very start of the episode where Red Bull are, Lawson manages P8, but it's a shame that he's going to get booted in favour for Yuki Tsunoda into the next Grand Prix. Hamilton on the podium with Oscar. So right now, Hamilton leads the way in the championship. Unreal stuff here in-game. Already an alternative take on 2025 Constructors. Ferrari lead the way. No double disqualification here. We move down to 4th, but we're still beating Mercedes. But obviously Red Bull with Max winning, that's a big jump up for them. But, you know, if we even move down below Merc, I think that's exactly then where we're aiming, isn't it? P5. So, and we're still miles ahead of RB, Aston, Haas, Alpine, Sauber. So, still pretty happy with that, actually. To get 1 point, not too bad. But I think we can do better in Suzuka, obviously. And now we've got design complete for suspension. Good. We've got 11 days for Suzuka. 5 days for the underfloor. So, the front wing won't get done in time. But we can get the underfloor and suspension on in time for the Japanese Grand Prix. That's better than nothing. 2 out of 3. And just like that, by the way, into the Japanese Grand Prix, there we have it. Liam Lawson back at RB, and Tsunoda moves up to the top Red Bull team. Going to be really interesting what he can to see what he can do in game here, let alone obviously this upcoming race weekend IRL for the Japanese Grand Prix. Going to go ahead and manufacture our suspension, get that out of the way, and do some spares of that. Cash wise, we're really good. I will at some point, I think, you know, think about doing a facility upgrade because we've got so much money. I think we should maybe invest into a facility, but right now I just want to assess how this team operates and how quick we can get the car going. If it feels like we're being bottlenecked by our facilities, that's when we invest and make an upgrade, basically. But we've got an email about investing in Zach O'Sullivan. Gonna just acknowledge and say no, because we're not really preparing Zach for the Williams future as much as we are with Luke Browning. Underfloor has been done. Manufactured that, and then the front wing's gonna have to wait. Underfloor, actually, let's see. Will it get done in time? Oh, no. Can we rush one? Okay. We can rush one underfloor in time for the Japanese Grand Prix. And then we'll just make the other 2 spare. I mean, to be honest, I'm going to make 2 just because I honestly think underfloor something will develop again. So let's confirm that. And just because he's higher rated, I'm going to have to give that floor to Sainz. Even though Albon's the more senior man, you've got to say in the game, not in real life obviously, in the game, Sainz has the better chance to use that underfloor to good use. Even though, to be fair, arguments for here in the game, Albon's got good mentality right now. He's scored the higher points, so maybe it would be worth giving to him. But I think Sainz maybe needs that pick-me-up as well. Hang on a minute. Have we not got a suspension ready? Did the suspension really take that long? Oh, for goodness sake. Suspension... Only one's been made. Really? Is that how slow it was? Okay, we're going to split then. That's actually going to make things a bit fair then. We're going to have to split who gets what. So, Sainz will get the new underfloor, and Albon will get the new suspension. So, Albon will have a chance maybe to have better tyre wear, but Sainz will have the option to have better high-speed improvement. You can see the differences there. So, we're going to have actually... This is going to be quite interesting. We've got 2 very different cars, kind of. One set up for out-and-out speed with the high-speed improvements, and the other one should be better on its tyres. Going to go for the max reward, because if we're aiming for double points, we should do that in the race targets. Like, if I'm setting myself the challenge of double points in this race, we should back ourselves with the race targets as well, and that will obviously earn us a bit more money as well. Light rain in practice and quali. That could help us in quali. Race will be cloudy, so that there's no way to hide in the race. But in quali, that could really help us for track position. As we know, it's not... The AI aren't amazing at, kind of calling the shots in quali when it's raining. Karma's come back. I've spoken about Albon having a huge operating window. Now, apparently, he's become a diva with the new car, with the new suspension, and he's now very picky. Unbelievable. That might be the most fiddliest setup work I've ever done. Right, we've got wet right now. It's going to get a little bit less wet at the end of the session. So let's just do a banker lap just to, get one in early. As we see our blue chariot exiting the garage and ready to go again. Still reveling off the back of the Australian Grand Prix. Because for me, we haven't seen the track yet. Obviously, Shanghai's been done and gone with the simulation, but this is my first race after the first one. So we're carrying on those good vibes from down under. No one's out right now. No one fancies it. We're just going to get that banker lap in just in case. Oh, Antonelli running wide somewhere. He's actually topped the session apparently at this point, but just didn't really run that wide. Just dipped a tyre into the grass. To be fair, if you watch Antonelli's onboard sometimes in pre-season, you just think that's his natural racing line. He seems to be picking out the esports line sometimes around Bahrain it was. As we get towards the end of the session, you can see we're down to 14th and 16th because 14th and 15th because the track has got quicker. There's a good amount of space there. Let's now send down Albon. Wait a little bit, and trying to find a gap. Oh my god, I'm trying to find a gap for Sainz and it's just not appearing. Lord have mercy. Right, here we go. There's a gap there for Sainz to operate in. Right, please guys, please, let's get a clean lap in. Where is Albon? Green first sector. He's got a good amount of clean space there. Sainz as well, a lot of clean air. And the track should be as quick as it is right now, as quick as it would be, because the water has gone down ever so slightly. Right, Albon through, green, and he will go P7. Good.
Currently 7th.
That's the kind of thing we need. Tsunoda right now on his debut for Red Bull. Not in the white bull, unfortunately, here, but just the normal one, but still pretty damn good to look at. Sainz still going through at the moment. Oh, Tsunoda. Tsunoda goes P2 in his Red Bull. Incredible stuff. As Sainz comes through P17, he's in the drop zone. This needs to be a lap there to get up the order. It will be P8. Lovely. I think that's us through. No foibles like we had in Australia. But that's big. Tsunoda P2 for Red Bull. Hamilton, though, at the moment, P1. McLaren under threat a little bit, unlike in real life, which is good for us in the series, at least, obviously. I beg nothing funny happens, though. There's not enough people behind Albon yet. So we're through to Q2, thank God. Okay, it's going to be my first time managing both cars in Q2. So we have to celebrate. But Tsunoda P2, in that Red Bull. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's all Q2 and Q3 to go. We know Verstappen's capable of still pulling something out of that Red Bull with that win he got in the Chinese Grand Prix. But right, it's getting drier at the end. Gonna go on an old set of inters just to save tyres, basically. But go out, just get a lap in for the sake of it, in case. Right, waiting for the last moment we can send both Albon and Sainz out. Right now, Albon in the drop zone, but I expect them to... Well, I'm hoping, really, we're aiming for both to shoot up the order. I'm going to send Sainz out first, wait a little bit, send Albon out. Just got ahead of Alonso. That's very good, very, very good. Right, come on, guys, come on. It's a green for Sainz, who's chasing after doing. Ahead. All right, please. Right now, we're P12 and 14, so this has to be good to continue this qualifying day. Sainz across the line. P7, not as high as I was hoping, but we got ahead of Tsunoda and Verstappen, so that's actually quite big. Albon just P9, splits the two Red Bulls. Where is Verstappen? He's under pressure. Is he finishing a flying lap? I think he might be. And the checker flag's not fallen yet, so we don't know. Oh, Verstappen goes P2. Albon is now the next car under threat. Alonso just finished a lap, though, I know that. Ocon, I think, also finished a lap. Bloody Nora. Hulkenberg just did his, and he doesn't go quicker. Hadjar seems on a slow one. do and we know finished a lap because he was just ahead of Sainz. So I think actually we may have just scraped by 0.003 of a second to Albon to Alonso. And Tsunoda also just got in there. Actually got a big gap from Albon to Tsunoda. So Sainz has done really well. The underfloor working wonders. But Lando clapping back a little bit in the McLaren. They're looking a bit better there, I must say. But both Williams in the top 10 at Suzuka. I will take that. And I hope there is a wet to dry situation coming up in Q3, because we know we can take advantage of that versus the AI on F1 Manager. What have we got? Oh, no. Okay, no dry period. Interesting. We'll get him out for one banker right now, and then we'll try and be the last car on the order, but no wet to dry advantage for us. It's going to be really all about the actual pace of the car on inters compared to everyone else then. Sainz clearly was doing a good job in Q2. Albon was there, just lacking a little bit of actual lap time, but he scraped through, which is what matters, really. And actually, speak of the devil, in the first initial lap, he's gone better than Sainz. P9 and 10, though, so it won't matter too much. And maybe this is the real pace of the cars that we're against. Tsunoda, 4/10s quicker in the Red Bull. And then, obviously, the others right now, Hamilton, P1. Interesting. Okay. We've got a fight for pole on our hands here in Suzuka. All right, we roll out. Albon's going to be the last man on track. Sainz will be second last. And as a team, we'll be the last car out there, which is what you want to be in these situations where water's gone down just a little bit. And every little, lack of, precipitation could help us. And certainly in Formula 1, it comes down to these fine margins. But at the moment, Hamilton on provisional pole in the inters. Let's see if he goes any quicker here through his lap. And then we'll see where the likes of Lando Norris is, etc. Oh, my God. Hamilton goes 8/10s quicker. Okay, serious lap time to be found then on this second run, which is why I'm very glad Sainz is there, second last on the road, and Albon is last, both uninterrupted, plenty of clean space. Very hard to tell in these situations. Two greens, can't really tell how much time they're going to find. Sainz to the line. Let's see, crosses it, and he goes P7. He beats both Mercedes cars. Albon across the line. He can manage one. I'll take that. It's a checkerboard of Williams, Mercedes, and we are a Mercedes customer team. We buy their engines, and respectfully, Sainz has beat Russell. Albon's beat Antonelli. Very, very solid, but wow. Look at the top. I didn't even notice that. It's a front row lockout for this Scuderia. Lewis Hamilton ahead of Leclerc. Mamma mia, that is big. And Tsunoda beat Verstappen in his first qualifying for Red Bull. Incredible stuff. Right, it's going to be a dry race, though, unfortunately, so we might get a reality check here. Tyre wear. Look, our Williams car definitely needs a lot of tyre work. This is a lot worse tyre wear than I'm used to from our previous series. With Albon, we've got that better car, though, for tyre preservation. So do we want to try, like, a cheeky one-stop? It's possible. It's going to be a bit painful at times, but I think we try it with Albon. And then with Sainz, let's just stick to the program of a two-stop. But I think we go medium. Oh, no, we can't go medium. He's not got two mediums. He's got a hard, though. Maybe pushing really hard on the hards. Well, no, just maybe, just go soft again. But I'm going to try and reduce. How much time is he on the soft at the end? 37 to 53. So he's going to be doing 13 laps there versus 17. That's not bad, actually. That's all right.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. Now, this could be an important race for Pierre Gasly.
A P16 start means they'll be busy looking ahead, but they'll have to be wary of those also towards the back of the grid.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. Get ready, it's the Japanese Grand Prix. And It's
Lights out and away we go from P7 and 9, pushing hard on the soft compound on the opening lap, and Sainz gets a good start. P6, P5. He's overtaken his old pal Lando. Oh no, the McLaren comes back at us. Of course, got too ahead of ourselves, but no. Sainz back again. Go on, mate. I think he's finished it off. Yes. Good, cracking start from Sainz. Up to P5. Albon P8. Stays ahead of Antonelli. Gets ahead of Russell. Can't ask for much more, to be honest, as Tsunoda climbs up to P4. Verstappen's only P7 here. So Tsunoda really impressing in his debut for Red Bull. I'm hoping we can spoil the party a bit, though, with Sainz there right behind him. Hamilton leads, Piastri second. So Piastri trying to make up for the disarray from the Australian Grand Prix, where he threw away what should have been probably a win. You know, the pole to win at his home Grand Prix. Leclerc P3, but so genuinely Ferrari look very, very competitive here. But we shall see. It's a long race. You know, at one point, this was a similar sort of look in the Australian Grand Prix, and Lando came through to win that one. Hamilton under pressure from Piastri. Piastri might make a move there. Not quite. Sainz under pressure from Lando. No surprise. As, Tsunoda's ahead of Leclerc. Tsunoda's up to P3. He's absolutely flying in the Red Bull. The confidence he's got from that promotion here in the game here, unreal stuff. Right, lap one's over. Time to go down to aggressive with Sainz. Albon going to standard because we really need to make sure he's on the tyre wear job today. Trying to get Sainz's... Russell's overtaken us. That probably was always going to happen. I've got Albon on avoid high-risk curbs because we really need to get that tyre wear as good as we can for the entire stint. It's a pretty simple pass for Russell on the inside. Fair enough. Albon down to P9. I hope he can just stay ahead of Alonso and Antonelli. Keeping a little bit of clean air will be crucial for him today. He might actually come back at Russell, to be fair. And Sainz is still... Oh, no. Speaking of the devil, I was going to say still keeping Lando at bay, but no, the McLaren is past. The Verstappen should come past eventually. Yeah, you were very weak there, but that's just because the McLaren's very strong, Carlos, if anything. As the McLaren is showing that as he's fighting for P1, Piastri is, versus Lewis Hamilton. I think Sainz gets done by Verstappen in the next lap, surely. Yeah, there you go. Verstappen's through. How did it happen? Probably into the last chicane, or no? Is it going to be into spoon curves? Yep, down the inside. That's really the big difference of downforce there, isn't it, for the Red Bull versus the Williams. As we got... Oh, yellow flags! Safety car! Early safety car. Because Behrman... Oh! Oh, my Lord. Behrman and Stroll have been collected together. What has happened there? Oh, dearie me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Big, big issues. What was the replay then? Oh, no. Behrman's already got an issue. He's got a puncher. That's crazy. And then... Oh, no. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is... I'm sorry, Stroll. That's comical. That's really, really comical. Behrman already had a puncher, and Stroll just crashed into him. And that... Pff, this is an elite camera, this is. We can see so much detail going on in this one photo. This tells a lot. Unfortunately, we've already passed the pit lane because Bortoleto and Doohan, they've got the right idea. Get a free pit stop because you could make a free pit stop on a two-stop and benefit, but unfortunately, we're past it, so gonna have to just suck it up like the rest of us. But this will be a chance to save fuel at least. Penalty for Stroll. That's going to be applied to him next race then because they're both out. No one's coming in, are they? No. No one's coming in, I don't think so. Oh, no. No, I tell a lie. Tsunoda's in. Interesting. Is Red Bull going to come in? No. Do we go... Actually, you know what? Do we pull off a very Albon Williams thing and come in and try and go to the end on one set of tyres? It would be very Albon and Williams, wouldn't it? I feel like they would honestly try something like that. Hards technically can go 46 laps. We've done there's 49 laps left. If the safety car came out like 5 laps later, I totally would have tried it, but I think we're better off not. Tsunoda coming in is wild then, because, well, I really hope Red Bull aren't about to screw Yuki over with a pit stop on the safety car. That he is the only one doing this in the, well, tell a lie, Antonelli's in as well from the top 10. So that's a gamble for Antonelli and Tsunoda. I hope that's not going to screw over Yuki in his first Red Bull race. But, well, if it is, that will be obvious to our benefit. All right, safety car's coming in this lap. We've saved a lot of fuel here, so all to burn, all to burn. Going to go max attack with Sainz. Bit of attack for Albon, to be fair, as well.
Okay.
All right, safety car is in. Piastri leads the way from Hamilton, Leclerc, Norris, Verstappen, Sainz, P6, Albon. He's got Russell ahead of him, Hadjar behind. Hopefully he won't be, really challenged that much. Sainz already falling away a little bit from Verstappen because these guys are probably pushing really hard now that they've got a bit of tyre wear obviously in check. Let's just fast forward this then, see how the opening lap goes. Under greens. Oh, yellows. Alonso's locked up somewhere as the two Ferraris having a squabble. Alonso's fallen down the order then because of that lockup. And Sainz has got a good view of this as they're all bunching up with the Ferraris squabbling a lot. Albon really not keeping up with the top 7, but that's fine. He's running his own race. I feel like, yeah, Hadjar's going to probably overtake us here. He's on the softs, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Kind of maybe expected. I think we've got enough pace to hopefully stay ahead of Gasly and Ocon. Tsunoda is on another set of softs. So he's gone soft on the safety car. Why do I feel like Red Bull have just screwed him over there? Meanwhile, Sainz is very much annoying Russell at this stage. And he's still annoying him. And Albon's really past Hadjar. Good to see as well. Oh, the spoon curves of all places. Go on, son. Sainz gets overtaken by Russell. It was inevitable, but he's done well to hold up till lap 13. Albon's doing a great job right now, but Tsunoda just cleared everyone. So we'll probably be losing one position to Yuki. Still pretty good, though, because we've very much... Well, Hadjar's fallen off the cliff. And we've kept Gasly at bay, and Antonelli right now being annoyed in the murk in the traffic of slower cars. Here comes Yuki-san. He is through. P8. Expected. It's fine. It's fine. Sainz kind of falling to no man's land, but that's calm. That allows him just to do his thing, do his work. Right, I'm going to start attacking Sainz. Going to harvest a bit in this sector. And then go deploy. Tsunoda's gaining on him. Tsunoda probably will overtake him, but I'm going to see if I can annoy Yuki a bit and just kind of push Sainz a bit because he'll be coming in on this lap. Medium tire. Let's go calm it down. And he's going to be in now. And we've kept the Red Bull at bay. Not bad. Antonelli, by the way, I've just realised Antonelli overtook us. Okay, maybe inevitable. The Merc is the Merc. Still 4 seconds ahead of Gasly. That's good. That's very good. That tyre wear so far is on plan, if not a bit better than expected. Okay, please no funny business. Oh no, it's a slow pit stop. That was a mistake. Oh, can we please get one okay pit stop in a race I managed for Williams, please? Oh, for goodness sake. Right, okay. Well, we're definitely now behind Tsunoda. It's all right. Oh, yellows. What's that for? Oh, Bortoletto and Doohan have come together, is it? Doohan being pushed onto the gravel. And even more further off in the gravel. It's not even to do with Doohan, though. The yellow flags. The yellow flag is Ocon versus the RB. Oh, God. Ocon's just driven that RB off the road. Was it Lawson? Did he drive Lawson off the road or Hadjar? No, it's Hadjar with the damage. And Lawson, by the way, is really struggling in the RB here. Really struggling. Time penalty for Ocon for that incident. Oh, Gasly had a pit stop issue. Okay, that helps. Well, that balances things out a little bit. It's not we're not the only team with with pit stop issues. Looks like a lot of people are going long, very long, on these stints. So maybe more people are doing a one-stop than I thought. I'm going to push now because it seems like lots of people are probably slow on their tyres. So I think this is the time to push, get a bit of pace out of the car. Sainz just overtook a couple of people. He's overtaking Bortoletto. Let's watch that. I think he got that done at the spoon curves. Ooh, He's actually watching a Merc push Bortoletto wide. He gets him and then gets onto the Merc. And I think he does him on the inside here because I think I saw him. Oh, no. I think he'll just tuck him behind, but hopefully he'll get him soon. That's Russell. Let's calm it down and fuel. I've saved a lot of fuel for Albon later in this race or at these end of the stints just to push. Sainz has got Tsunoda for company. Tsunoda's probably going to go for the pass here. I'll be surprised if he doesn't get the overtake, but we're kind of expecting it because we're operating in this no man's land where we're not quick enough to beat these guys, but we're beating everyone else, which is literally exactly what we want. That's all we can ask for. Oh, Russell on the inside of Alonso there. That's the worst camera angle ever. Russell push wide. Sainz is going to be on the back of that. Can he actually get the move done? DRS open. Oh, go on, Sainz. Go on. Go on. Not quick enough. It's all right. We got DRS at least off him. All right, there goes Tsunoda. That's fine. That's fine. Expected. Expected. Right, optimal pit stop for Albon. Russell's just set at the fast lap of the Grand Prix and he's fighting Tsunoda. So this is the right time to bail out at this point, I think, for Albon. Push him hard. He actually stays ahead of Russell here. That's good. That's good from him. Good stuff, Albon. Come in now. Onto the hards for his one and only stop. Sainz continues on. We'll overtake him at this point. But we know we've got another stop with Sainz. Right now, Verstappen leads. Has he made a pit stop? No. Verstappen and Hamilton on the mediums. They're going long as well. I think Verstappen and Hamilton are doing a one-stop just like Albon. So we've actually come in earlier. We couldn't go as long as Verstappen and Hamilton on our mediums. About the same tyre wear level, actually, to be fair. So I don't think we did too bad, but they're obviously just in better cars. And Verstappen here. So Verstappen's legit ahead of Hamilton then, because they're on the same strategy. So Verstappen's showing the Red Bull has got some real pace back in this first part of the season with the AI upgrades. And more I'm kind of accepting that. Yeah, I think they really screwed over Tsunoda then with that pit stop on the safety car. Right, we're really in no man's land now. 5 seconds to Tsunoda ahead. 18 seconds back to Albon. Ocon's behind, but I mean, these guys, I don't think they're in the same race as us because they're all on softs. So they're going to be pitting again. So Albon will be eventually in good clean air. To be fair, I just want to make sure we stay ahead of Ocon here, just so he doesn't get caught up in traffic. Lots of pit stops happening. Antonelli is in, but he's going to come out ahead of Albon. But he's behind Sainz for now.
So we're doing level 2. Like
Hamilton and Verstappen come out. They're on what? They should be on hards, right? They're on softs. So they're not doing a one-stop. Very peculiar. I have no idea what the strategy here is. What are they all doing? I'm just going to run my own race. Gonna run my own race. Hamilton's pushing now. He's set the fast lap of the Grand Prix. He's overtaking Lando, I think that is. And Verstappen trying to follow him, but not on the same sort of pace. Looks like Hamilton's got eyes for Leclerc and then Piastri. So it's not over for the race win. For us, Antonelli is catching us probably at some point, but I don't know whether that's going to be before the second pit stop or not. But I think if nothing crazy happens, we'll be on for P9 in 10, which I think you'll agree is the best we can ask for at this stage with where the car is. All right, Sainz going to come in for a new set of softs on this lap, pushing him hard just to make the most of that tyre as he comes in. Got a good amount of fuel there.
Focus on dropping the rear.
And then Albon's still doing a decent job on those hards, just plugging along. Sainz catching Albon now, 10 laps to go. Lewis Hamilton leads the way. Verstappen P2. I don't know if these two are trying a madness of a one-stop from medium to softs. It looks like they might be. McLaren behind, P3 and 4, ready to pick up pieces, but Lando's also maybe on that strategy. The two stoppers are then Piastri, Leclerc, Russell, Antonelli. Tsunoda's on a 3-stop. Don't know what that's about from Red Bull. Very odd. And Sainz passes Albon, no surprise, on the fresher softs. But Albon's done well. You know, it's worth trying. And if you look at it, that's good tyre wear. Is it enough to pull off one less stop? Probably not. Now we know that. But now we know also that that tyre upgrade will come in handy for someone like Sainz as well, because it means he can push harder on this sort of 2-stop, you know, because there'll be less time management needed. Oh, virtual safety car. Oh, no. No. Yuki!
Close on the delta.
Oh, Lord. What's happened to your rear wing, lad?
Not quite sure what's happened there.
No! Devastation for Tsunoda's home race debut in the Red Bull. Oh, no. Dear God, F1 God, please don't let this be a bad omen for real life. Please.
That was a tough moment to watch.
It was a really tough moment to watch. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Right, virtual safety car is going to calm things down then a little bit. Is this a chance for us to pit and get back out ahead of Alonso? Probably not. Let's just see it out. See it out. VSC still going on. This is going to really help Hamilton, Verstappen, and Lando. All with those one stops. I can't believe it. They've done medium to soft one stops. That's really going to help them out. Right, go, go, go to the end of the race, but I think it's pretty locked in. Lewis Hamilton starting his final lap here in the Japanese Grand Prix towards his first full Grand Prix win for Scuderia Ferrari. He won in the sprint last time in China. Today he wins his first full Grand Prix in red ahead of Verstappen and Lando Norris in third place. Tsunoda out of this in his debut for Red Bull. We're going to come home in P8 and 9 because of that. It's a free position. To Tsunoda's detriment, it's double points. The exact thing we were aiming for. Can't be, can't ask for much more, basically. Sainz, P8, and Albon, P9.
Chicken flag.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's P8. I think that was a solid race, mate.
Still some time to find.
Yep. Some time to find. Don't worry, Carlos. Don't worry, Carlos.
Good job.
We will find that. We will find that time for you. Big stuff then for Hamilton, who leads the championship still and gains a bit of time, gains a bit of ground and points on Lando Norris, the chasing man. Constructors-wise, we're now down to 5th. Merc do overtake us, but this is where we're trying to operate at, aiming for this P5, We got off to a huge start in that first race. If it wasn't for that first race, we'd only be on, like, what? What do they score in this race? 6 points, so we would have only been narrowly on ahead of Racing Bull. So that first race, that insane strategy, you can see has really done a number for us to give us this cushion, because otherwise we would have been very slim margins ahead of Racing Bulls and Aston. So yeah, still thanking our lucky stars that first race happened the way it did. And now going to manufacture the front wing just in time, I think, for the next race. Rushing that. Yeah, okay, we'll get that done, hopefully, just in time. It says 4 days. Surely that means it gets done on the day, right? Major technical change vote. I'm going to vote for a complete overhaul, or what should we do? What should we do? Oh, let's go for a complete overhaul. Screw it. Let's go for it. I think we've got a pretty good rear wing, don't we? All right, underfloor's done. So both cars now have the new underfloor. Now, yeah, okay, suspension good. Front wing, yes. We just made 2 front wings in time. Beautiful. We don't have any spares, though. That's the only thing, but let's hope there's no issues with that. That's a good improvement on our car. We were like 11th, I think, overall before with Albon's car, now up to 9th. Right, rolling on to the Bahrain Grand Prix weekend then. Q2, as Q3 is not a given. It's not a guarantee, so I don't feel good about simulating through into Q3. So we'll do Q2 ourselves, try and get both cars into the top 10 for the best chance on that grid ahead of the full Grand Prix at Bahrain. I say full Grand Prix like there's a sprint. There's not a sprint, but you know what I mean. Okay, Albon, 4 tenths to find there, or 3 tenths kind of, to Sainz. P8 and 10, but Lewis will go quicker. Russell will as well. So we're probably just on the cusp of being knocked out with Albon here on the back foot around Bahrain. And this is with the better car. Just showing probably other cars around us improving as well. Right, going out there with Albon now. Sainz already on his flying lap. And he's had to navigate a little bit of traffic there, but not too much. Green. He's on the cusp of being knocked out as well, to be fair. So this needs to be a good lap from our Spaniard. 4 tenths quicker he goes. Good enough for P8, but that's just the gulf that there is then to the top 4 teams, really. Albon starting his flying lap now. No traffic issues because he's behind Tsunoda, who's also on a quick lap. Oh, no. Sainz might get in the way. Sainz, get out of the way. Oh, no. Sainz. Oh, I don't know if Sainz just held him up or not.
One shot.
Yellow. Oh, mate, what is that? Sainz held Albon up.
13 running.
He should have been through, I think.
Brakes on the way in, brakes on the way in.
And he's going to be out. Piastri, to be fair, under pressure now as well, but... Oh, that's frustrating. That is frustrating. Albon's not going to make it through. I don't know what the lap time would have been, but it may have been because of Sainz there, annoyingly. And in the end, Sainz will just make it through unless Lawson is going to pop up a better time in his new RB. Tsunoda's up there in Red Bull, of course. Lawson had a very difficult time last time out, but this time he's got the better of Hadjar in the Racing Bull. So just getting used to things again in the white Red Bull. But I think Sainz is good and safe. Yeah, Sainz is safe. He just makes it through, but that was Carlos's fault there. That's a little bit of annoyance there. Bit of an issue between teammates, but it's nothing we can try and rectify that in the race, hopefully. Right, Sainz first flying lap. Let's go. Let's see how they do. Good bit of space ahead of Leclerc. Good bit of space ahead of Piastri. All calm. All you, mate. All you. On delay. All right, let's see what it is. 128.4 for the McLaren. Sainz with a 130s, and that's something that's so slow. What is that? What is that? Right, last laps now. Sainz got ahead of Hamilton Tsunoda, which I'm happy about. So he's going to be unobstructed for this lap, but gonna need miracles, you know. He needs to find 8/10 just to get up to P9. So kind of almost like real life. You know, Williams do that from time to time. They don't even bother running. We could have probably just not bothered even running in this session. But if we can get P9, I'll take it. I'll take it, you know. As in this one right now, Lando Norris on provisional pole ahead of Leclerc. Hamilton not really looking as quick as he did in that last race at Suzuka. Sainz with 2 greens to the line. Please, can we get P9 at least? Oh! It's more than P9. It's P7. I mean, is Antonelli on a lap? I think he is. Tsunoda goes quicker. Sainz down to P8, so it's down to Antonelli now to ruin the party, maybe. There's a bit of traffic. Antonelli does ruin the party. Gets back to P7. And after that, looks like Hamilton heard me because he got pole back from nowhere. So Lewis really on the up here in this career mode at the start, leading the way. Pole position for Ferrari, head of Lando. We're P9 and 11. In hindsight, not a big deal that Albon got knocked out. Actually, not at P11, sorry. Albon P14, but I mean, the most we could have got from him probably would have been P10, P11, you know, so it's not that bad. All right, definitely both cars on a 2-stop for this race, but and we know Taiwan is difficult around here, so if there is a way to do 2 mediums, I'd love to, but I don't know if it's not available. But I think hard, honestly, go soft, go medium, hard, soft, I think, is the plan I want to go to. I have a little feeling maybe we'll get caught out this time because this works well. It works really well for us in the previous F1 Manager series, but this is an all-new, you know, situation with the 25 DLC. Let's see if it'll still work.
Here we go with the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Lights out and away we go from a P9 for Sainz, P14 for Albon. It's going to be a tight turn 1, but generally maybe can make up 1 or 2 places. Let's see. It's a 1-2 for Ferrari into the first 2 turns, so really good stuff. And Sainz again gets Tsunoda. Albon's down 1 position. He gets done by Behrman, I think it is, in the Haas, who's a bit of a quick starter, but he's on the softs, to be fair. And looks like we might be the odd one out in where we are. Yeah, oh wow, we're really the odd one out. The only other car that's chosen mediums is Lawson. And Lawson, very interestingly, is behind Tsunoda. This is spicy. Albon gets Hulkenberg up to P15. Okay, that's cool. Let's fast forward this through the first lap. It's going to be the 2 Ferraris squabbling. That's pretty exciting. The 2 McLarens as well. Sainz again finds himself near Tsunoda, looking to defend. Tsunoda on the outside, probably inevitable. You'll stay ahead for now, though. All right, let's calm this down. On the fuel. Calm it down on the ERS. But we can afford to push a bit on the tyre. Here goes Tsunoda. I think this will be it. Yeah, on the outside. There you go. Sainz gets Tsunoda back. So, I don't know. Maybe we can annoy Yuki a little bit here in this Bahrain Grand Prix. Nice move there. Bit of an odd camera angle. The nose. Meanwhile, Albon in the traffic, in the thick of it. Looking to try and pass Behrman. Can we try and do it with a bit of deploy? Bit of manual micromanaging here. Into the next lap, lap 5. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Pulling. No, that Haas comes back at us. It's got some good straight line speed, that has. At least we're pulling away from everyone else. And then Sainz has been passed by Tsunoda again. And he's getting very annoyed at it. He's getting very vexed, I must say. Albon finally gets past Behrman. He was getting really pissed off at not passing him. Let's push a bit now. And Albon gets Stroll as well, because Stroll had some sort of issue. I think that was. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Stroll just drives off the road. How peculiar. So Albon P13. Sainz, by the way, still annoying Tsunoda, which is, well, good for us. Not very good for Tsunoda. As he goes for the little fake right to left. Can't quite make it. Tsunoda's tyres are going off, so Sainz is really not bothered by him. Really not bothered. He's way back. But Albon is getting annoyed by Behrman because he's having to re-overtake him. And Behrman is destroying Albon's race here a little bit annoyingly as he goes down the inside because we just can't get up to the back of Lawson doing Alonso train. Yeah, I know, Alex, I know. We've got Behrman again, but we need that DRS. Let's go attack a little bit. Come on, let's get that DRS from Lawson. We really need it. There we go. A little bit of pushing does wonders as we get down the inside of Lawson. And we're up to P12. Now we're on the way. Now we can start to pick off the cars ahead of us. Doohan is next. Then maybe Alonso. Sainz has let Tsunoda by, but we'll probably repass him. Meanwhile, and the lead of the race is Lando Norris. After all of that, the Ferraris 1-2 for so long, but now it's a McLaren 1-2 as they assert their dominance. And we're getting Albon ahead of Doohan. He makes the overtake before the DRS. And then he's going to have the DRS chance on Fernando Alonso. I wonder, though, will the car behind go for the repass? No. I think he's got more issues at hand than Albon. Oof. Is he going to go for it? Oh, he might. Oh, what an overtake. Oh, Albon. Albon absolutely cooking his... not for the first time. Sainz just swearing his head off in this race. He's getting real peeved off every time he gets past by Tsunoda. You'd think by the 5th time it happens, he'd be used to it. Right, Alonso's been swapping a little bit with Albon. Albon's dragging Alonso along basically with DRS. And they're making a small inroad to catching Tsunoda, who's now lost DRS from Sainz. I'm pushing Sainz like a stabbed rat now because he had a lot of tyre wear there. So we've got away from Tsunoda. I just need Albon to get away from Alonso, really. All right, we've got the first pit stop. Tsunoda's in. Hulkenberg, Alpines, Behrman with a car issue. Tyre wear's been decent for this first stint. We just carry on. Although compared to others, how is it? We're doing better than Lawson in the RB. The others on softs. Okay, so McLaren and Ferrari have swapped again, but their tyre wear is great. I mean, McLaren's tyre wear is the same as ours on the soft, so just shows we've got a lot of work to do in that department, but we're just running our own race, of course, at this stage. And we've crucially broken DRS from Alonso with Albon, so that's good. That's good. Right, optimal pit stop for Albon. Gonna go pushing flat out and come in soon. Right, Albon's in. Let's see what that pit stop's like. Please don't be an absolute blunder. We haven't watched one good pit stop today. Okay, that's okay. Not bad. 3.1, I'll take it. Tsunoda, fastest lap. Comes out, he's way ahead of us, actually. But Albon will just miss. Gasly and Hulkenberg fighting. Just gets ahead of Alonso as well. 2.7. Good stuff for Sainz. We're behind Tsunoda, but that's expected because he came in earlier. And Albon, oh no, Albon's got Alonso for company. Oh, it was all going so well. It was going so well, but Albon's made a mistake somewhere. So Albon was still caught up with Alonso swapping, but pace was okay. And then I think here, Alonso's hit Albon off the road or run him out of room. He's done what Stroll basically did earlier. So he's now down to P13. He's behind all those cars. He's got work to do all over again to get back through. Meanwhile, Sainz is probably having a very monotonous race. He's near no one, just doing his own thing. Tsunoda's now got a car issue, so maybe that will help us out. But at the front, 2 Ferraris leading. Piastri's there 3rd, Lando 5th. Gonna have to wait till the last stint to see how that shakes out. But yellow flags for what? Oh, no. Behrman off again. He's having a real tough time in this series, isn't he? Very much not the same Ollie Behrman we're familiar with in the previous F1 manager save we had. He's got a lot of work to do from where he is right now. Albon, can we please overtake some cars now? Let's go a bit of attack. Let's go. Let's go. Get Gasly there. No. Okay. Don't get him. On the main straight. No. Nothing. Not yet. Albon's not keeping up with Alonso. And neither is Gasly and Hulkenberg. And actually, those two are catching us. Hard tire's not looking that great for us pace-wise, but it will pay us dividends later. It will pay us dividends later. Tsunoda's car's really screwed, so we're catching him at least. That's good. We're in DRS of Tsunoda. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Lawson's locked up, so he's having a tough time. The two drivers that have swapped seats, both equally struggling. Albon, his pace has been woeful on this hard tyre. Really shocking. All right, pit window's open for Albon. Gasly's come in. Doohan's come in. What tyre are they on? Medium. Medium. Okay, I think we'll have an advantage at the end then on softs. So that's what I'm banking on for Albon. And he's now closing back to Alonso. Oh, not really. No, the gap's not closing, really. All right, let's keep Sainz. Let's keep Sainz on the hards ticking over. You can see we've still got a couple of laps till the soft tyre. Albon, I feel like calling Albon in early because he's really not liking this hard compound. So I think he needs the softs. He's ever since he got pushed wide by Alonso there, he's had no pace. No pace on this hard. So I am going to call him in now. I don't know if that's too late of a call, but we're going to try it. Does he come in? Yeah, cool. He's in. He's in. Right. Good pit stop. 2.9. It's not bad. Could be better. And we come out just behind Gasly. All right, get to work, mate. Get to work. Sainz, we carry on. We've got a game plan with him. All right, Albon's got Gasly. Let's watch that replay as it's optimal pit stop now for Sainz. On the inside, Albon looking a bit more racy, let's say, on the soft compound now versus that medium. So for him, that hard just didn't work. For Carlos, it did, though. That was quite good. Right. Soft for Carlos. He'll be in on the next lap. Right, happy to box for Sainz. Going to be in. Please, good pit stop. Oh, you're kidding me. We need a new sporting director, man. I know we said we'd keep the happy chappy, the guy who's smiling, but that's too many failures on the pit stops. Way too many. Right, Sainz pushing hard. Look at this. Oi, oi, oi. Sainz looking to overtake 1, 2, 3 cars here. Alonso, Tsunoda, and Hulkenberg. This is going to get pretty tasty. All right, let's try and help him out a bit. Harvest here. Going to the next bit. Deploy. Bit of fuel to use as well. Go on, Sainz, go on. Gets one moved on Hulkenberg, I hope. On the inside is Tsunoda and Alonso swap. That'll hopefully help Sainz out because he'll push through, get P10, push on. Tyre's overheating a bit, and then he'll get Tsunoda, though. There we go. Sainz, 3 overtakes in the span of about a lap and a half there, and he'll get through. Yellow flags for what? I don't know. None of our drivers involved. Who's involved? Oh, no. Ollie Behrman is out. In the Haas, is it? But it's involving Bortoleto, strangely. Bortoleto and Stroll pushed... Well, Bortoleto just pushed off circuit. And then... Well, I don't know when Behrman retired then. Must have been something else. Right, Albon's pushing on for P10. He's been biding his time. But he'll get back into the points. It's been a long old race for him. That second stint was really not great for him. But his last stint's working out for him. Fakes a little bit. Needs to get this move done ASAP now. Deploy. Please, please, please get down the inside of Hulkenberg now. Okay, good, 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 good. Finish that off. Lovely. He might even get Tsunoda here. Unfortunately for Tsunoda, he'll once again find himself behind both Williams cars, I think. As we'll aim for another P8 and 9. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Bortoleto spun it. Albon gets the elbows out, side by side, on the outside. Beauty. Well, we move on to the final lap of this Bahrain Grand Prix then. And just as it was in Suzuka, Lewis Hamilton leading the way in the Ferrari. Piastri in second place this time, not Verstappen. He'll be off the podium. Leclerc will make it a double podium for Ferrari, but Lando is 1 second in, so he might look to ruin the party for our team. Well, we're just coasting in P8 and P9, maximizing this as Tsunoda falling away with the car issue. And after all of the second stint dramas, Albon just calmly got it done in the last stint. Sainz obviously got the overtakes done when it mattered, and will maximize results again, as we did in Suzuka. Cannot ask for much more at all. But this is very interesting in this 25 DLC career mode. Hamilton and Ferrari are really coming strong here, and they can only hope to do something similar in real life as he wins back-to-back Grand Prix for the Scuderia Ferrari team. Piastri P2, double podium for Ferrari. But for us, the big day, the big applause goes to Sainz and Albon again, maximizing it.
Okay, let's check the flag.
P8, P9, solid. Solid. Literally,
That's
can't ask for much more at all. That voice crack for Sainz. In this way, you know, because we've had such a strong start to this this season and this save, I think next episode we do commit to investing in the HQ facilities. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think I should invest in, though? What facility? The design center or factory? I'm thinking one of those two to help us along in the long-term project of this Williams team. But we remain in P5 and a good, healthy gap to the teams behind. Ferrari still lead. Hamilton still leads. Let's see. It's down to these guys to chase after Lewis and Ferrari after such a strong start. But let's not get ahead of ourselves completely, because we've got one more race in this episode, and it's a simulated one in Jeddah. So that's always going to be a bit of jeopardy with the simulation. Sponsor plan, target achieved. That's a little bit glitched, though, because I swear... Oh, there we go. I thought we were miles ahead. So that's going to be 2.8 million. Good amount of money. Definitely, I think, with 40 million in the team's wallet. Definitely look to make some upgrades, I think, next episode. But next sponsor plan, let's fill that in. Gonna aim for 11th and 9th for Sainz and Albon. I have a feeling we're probably not going to continue the double points in the simulated race, but who knows? Right, they qualified not too bad. This time, Sainz has finally got the upper hand on Albon, one of the simulated qualifyings, P9 and 11. Strategy is a one-stop, pretty bog standard, actually, medium to soft. So a good race to choose, I think, to simulate, really. And it's going to be all about just what the car pace is like, race pace terms. Again, if they can pull off 9-10, obviously, if Tsunoda has another issue, could be 8-9 again. All I beg is, after all of that, in Suzuka to Bahrain, please, let's not have a mare. Sainz. Oh, that's really decent. Sainz P9, but Albon, 4 places gained to P7. Lewis Hamilton with 3 wins on the trot for the Prancing Horses in this 2025 DLC career mode. Incredible stuff for him. I'll be curious to see what the R&D chart looks like at the start of next episode then to explain this uptick. But I suspect Ferrari are really plowing in the resources for upgrades. But that's really big for Albon, because I think that gets him ahead of Sainz in the championship again, because I think Carlos gained on him after those 2 good results for him. But Albon, really, really good. 4 places gained, can't ask for much more. Very, very solid. So, yeah, I think after this second episode this season, I think next time out, we should definitely look at investing then a large amount of cash into the team to set us up already as we're thinking about that next phase of the career. Because you have to do that much pre-planning, you know, just like in real life. These F1 teams are pre-planning already next season, probably, you know, IRL 2026. And that's exactly what we're going to do as well, trying to make that next leap already, you know, already thinking that far ahead. But guys, if you have enjoyed this second episode of the Williams 2025 DLC career mode, then be sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly full-on content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.